ache.
Hey guys, Moisa here with another video, and today I'm kind of doing a video about embarrassing middle school stories. I've done one about elementary school. I think I've done one for college. I'm not particularly sure if I have done one for high school just yet, but today we're here with middle school stories. And middle school is an interesting time for me. Middle school is a time that I found out that I was able to sing. Middle school was a time that I was thinner. Middle school was a time where I just did a lot. Middle school was when I published my first book. I basically did everything imaginable in middle school. Let's just say that. And so I wanted this video to kind of just be about some embarrassing stories because I've been doing that on my channel. And what I want to talk about is a few stories. So the first one would be, I was an awkward kid. I was an awkward kid. I was a quiet kid. I was a kid who had like no self-confidence. I was a mess. Okay, I feel like I have only entered into like my outgoing self in college. And my outgoing self is literally living in Boston, and my shy self is living in Florida. That's how I'm split up. Okay, so the first story I wanted to share with you guys after that weird rant is the story of how a kid spit on me. Okay, look, I was a very shy kid. I was not the most outgoing kid. That kid was rude, but we were middle school, you know, everyone's growing into whoever they want to be, and if he wants to spit on me, then he definitely spit on me. Thank you so much, because that forever stays in my memory. So basically, this is the story of how, like, we had our first, I think it was our winter show in middle school. If you guys don't know, I went to Parkway Middle School of the Performing Arts. I actually remember my mom loved to tell me the story of how right after I went performing, like the person who auditioned me met her and was like, wow, your daughter is such a great singer. And they were so kind, and I was so happy because that was like when I literally had just started singing a few months before, so I wasn't sure how that was gonna go. It went perfectly well. So this kid, we were waiting backstage for our performance as like the whole class, and I remember we were all talking and like we were fine, and he was like not angry with me or anything. It was fine. But then I guess I was talking and I accidentally spit on him, because when I talk a lot, as you know, you talk, you saliva, and it happened. And I was like, I'm so sorry, because like I'm mean, I'm so socially awkward, and I was like apologizing, I didn't know what to do, and he just spit on me, and I was mortified. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I ever do to you? I'm so sorry. I like apologized so much, and like his thing was, instead of saying okay, it's fine, he spit on me back. And okay, so that happened. Another thing that happened is, I think around 8th grade in middle school, I got to this company. I don't think they're still around. If they're still around, ooh, sorry, I'm so sorry, I did not know. But I got into this company. The person who spit on me also got into this company. A few of my friends got into this company, and basically they came to the school, they auditioned some of us, they chose some of us. And what really hurt me was the fact that I got into like singing for like all the school performances. I was always like not number one, but like I was always a soloist, right? And this company decided that I was too shy, so they put me in a beginner vocal class. And that was kind of just disheartening in a way, because I felt that I did well enough to be part of that. But I do understand that singing is not only your vocal abilities, it's also like your performance abilities, and I was more shy back then, so I understand why now, but like back then I was really hurt about that. And what was embarrassing is we had to be in vocal, dance, and acting. I was in beginner for all of that, and then I think I eventually did good enough in acting, which is surprising. But yeah. And I remember we had a dance recital. I cannot dance. I am so bad at dancing. Like, please never make me dance in public. Like, no, like, you don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. But we had a dance recital. And was doing fine. I was in the back. It's all good. But then there was this one girl, and she was a good dancer. Okay, I'll say it. She was a good dancer, but she was also 12 and flexible and could do all those weird moves on the floor that I couldn't do, like that Russian dance. So she goes into the middle, and we're all following the leader, and she gets on the floor and she does the Russian dance, and we have to imitate. I did that move until she added like a little extra piece, and I remember doing this move. I danced, and then I was falling backwards, and I fell into the wall behind me. And it wasn't a wall, it was like one of those walls that you build up with like wood, and I fell and I hit it, and it like moved backwards, and I was like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? Like, I don't know. I have so many embarrassing middle school stories. Middle school was an awkward time for me. I remember when like I had a crush on this person, and it was a big thing for my friends. It was a big thing. Like they devised a plan, and I could not do this. Oh my goodness. Middle school, you guys, it's insane. I can't. So the final story is about the time that I had my first middle school crush. Okay, so again, socially awkward. My camera doesn't like me today. Didn't know how to act in middle school, like didn't know anything. And I remember this so vividly to this day because it was so embarrassing. It was honestly such an embarrassing thing. So what happened is that I had a few friends, and all of my friends were way more outgoing than me, and they were like all out there like, hey, blah 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 blah, like those type of friends, and I was the quiet one. So they devised a plan. And the plan was, I remember we were all sitting at lunch together, and it was like the girls were at one table and the guys were at another table. I don't know why. Middle school issues. And I was telling them, and I remember this one girl that me and her are acquaintances. We're acquaintances to this day, I guess. We don't talk at all, but like we follow each other on social media. So acquaintances. And basically, she came to the table, and somehow she knew, and we were all talking, and then like they're texting my friend Gabby, hi. She took my phone and she sent him a message, and I was like, oh my god, why is this happening? And so they sent a message, and then he replies like, haha, you're joking. And I was like, So, and like he can see me, okay, like from where we're sitting he can see me. And I remember just starting to like lean back all the way, and like Gabby would try to lean back so he could see me, and oh my goodness, I was just like, please stop. Oh my goodness. And it became so awkward that I remember throwing away my lunch, going outside to like the little courtyard area, and sitting with another group of my friends, like trying to hide from the world. And they were not having it. No one was letting me live in peace and hide from the world, like the embarrassment I was feeling. No one. Everyone was like making it known, and I was just like, why are you doing this to me? What did I do to you guys to make you want to do this to me? And so basically I ended up like going somewhere like by the classroom before like teacher came to line us up. I just like walked over because I was so embarrassed, and he was there, and I was with Gabby. And basically what happened is Gabby was like, I'm just gonna leave, and I was like, why are you leaving me? And this was I think like the Friday before I had to go to New York with my parents. So that's why. And I also remember because New York was my first time in New York, and I remember us having that chat and him being like, yeah, I don't like you either, I don't feel the same way about you, blah blah blah. And I was fine. It was middle school, it's fine, like I grew up, I don't care anymore. But like that story is something that I'll never forget, because that was so embarrassing for like my friends to be telling people, the person that I liked at the time, that I liked them. And it was so but that's all for like my 3 most embarrassing middle school stories. And my dad is actually in the kitchen right now. He's like reorganizing the cabinets for my mom before she gets home. But those were such embarrassing stories, and I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys are excited to see what comes in high school, because I'm a mess. But anyway, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.